get us started. And off we go from MetLife Stadium. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The drive will commence with a run by J.K. Dobbins. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at second down.
Well, the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run. But the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is a defense that's certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
On third down, Jackson got his man there. It's Wallace complete. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. They're going on fourth down. It's Jackson. Able to locate Andrews here on the out route. And he is going to have a Ravens first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid fourth down conversion. And defensively, pure frustration. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Jackson now. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by D.J. Reed. And the Jets are going to take possession of the football as they force the turnover on the opening drive. Not something you see very often from a quarterback of his caliber, an opening drive interception.
Oh, there's no doubt in my mind that even he's surprised at how that one played out. But we know this guy is not going to stop him from continuing to fire as this game goes along. Probably give a little nod of respect across the field for that one and let him know he'll be back the very next series.
Wilson leading the Jets up now for a 1st and 10. Just shy of midfield at the 49. They'll start on the ground. Hall. And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50. Well, speed is definitely a calling card if you play cornerback in this league, and he does a terrific job there of hustling in quickly to make the play.
And sometimes all of your best laid plans of play design, your X's and O's, they can't always account for individual effort defensively. And this was one of those times. Just a terrific play to hustle over there and get the running back to the ground.
They go play action with Wilson. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Jets move the chains.
Well, partner, that's the start that you want right there, and you know he spent the entire offseason throwing hundreds, I'd probably say thousands of passes, getting ready for that moment. The first throw of the new season. He's dreamed about it, thought about it, and now it's out of the way.
1 for 1. A lot more to go.
Here we go.
Now Wilson on first down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Hall. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down. Really been an ideal start for them. They get the turnover on the opening possession. Now here they are moving the ball straight down the field on their first drive.
And that feels good, but you know on their side of the field all they're thinking is finish this drive off because they took it away, right? So now you got them back on their heels a little bit. Now go down, put a touchdown on them. Look out. You've won the mental battle early in the game, and that may carry over for you.
The defense gets a hand on it, but he still grabs it. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and that will bring up second down.
Come on now. Over the middle, zone coverage where all the eyes are back to the quarterback so they see the ball thrown. How did they get that completed?
Well, they got the hand on it. They tipped it. Just a lucky play for the offense, right?
It was, and for the defense, almost demoralizing. That's one that they should have because they see that play developing all the way through.
On second down, a run with Hall. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, and now they go from 2nd and 2 to a tough 3rd and 4.
Oftentimes when you see a running back get bunched up in the backfield, it's usually because the defensive tackle is eating up blockers for others to make the play. Not in this case.
The Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on 3rd. On 3rd down, here's Hall. Oh, a good move at the 5. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. It's a 4-yard pickup, and it'll be 4th down. Now movement and a whistle, and they may have to rethink their plans on 4th down. So Wilson runs off, and now they will go to the man they call Greg the Leg, Greg Zuerlein. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. Zuerlein's kick is up and through, and the Jets hit the board first. It's 3-0. So an opening drive field goal maybe doesn't whip this crowd into a frenzy, but I think that they will take the early lead.
There's no doubt about it. They will always take the early lead, and maybe that celebration comes later if they play well and they can break things open. But right now, this is all about letting the offense just get settled in.
After the made field goal, Zuerlein back out there now to send this one away. Taking it about the 1. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. Offense set at the line for this next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. A good gain on first has him set up with 2nd and just a couple of inches now from the 29. Now Jackson. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete.
I think he could have scanned downfield forever, but there wasn't anything available. Ends up throwing an incompletion, and I think he'll take that.
incomplete pass on second down leads us to 3rd and inches. And he's got some space here. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. And the play goes for 19 yards. Gives him a new set of downs. Play action. It's Jackson. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
They certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. He'll get that out wide to Duvernay. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. On 3rd down, here's Dobbins. Room here to run. And he's got this down to the 35. The Ravens get a new set of downs, give them 17 on that pickup.
So that's what that elbow in my ribs was all about. You thought they were going to throw the ball as well.
Absolutely. I think everybody thought they were throwing the football, caught him off guard.
Yeah, I'm telling you, when you have the courage to make that type of a play call, a lot of times you actually get rewarded.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. He'll swing this out to Dobbins. Yeah, this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. On second down, a run with Dobbins. Down to the 25. The Ravens on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. They're looking at 3rd in the nose of the football. Jackson. That's for Bateman, and it's intercepted. Sauce Gardner picks it off. And the Jets are going to get the football back at their own 17. Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to unnerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one? Or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They finished off their opening drive of the campaign with a field goal on the last drive. Now they'll search for a touchdown here on this go-around. 1st and 10. Now Hall to start the drive. Calais Campbell on the stop.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Play action. Now Wilson. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd.
Oh, I saw this one with defensive eyes because even as he escaped the pocket and bought time, the coverage stayed tight. Nothing broke down. Throwing it away, that was his only option.
After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. To throw is Wilson. And that is incomplete.
Well, they went for the big play there, but that drop could really hurt their momentum.
Now the Jets send on Braden Mann to punt. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. Watch out for Hill on the return. 62 yards on the punt that time. Wow. And the Ravens, they'll take over. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover the Plague did on the last one.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Right back to Dobbins on first. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Jackson. Open man is Duvernay. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. 3rd catch of this first half for him, and this one is a first down. And worth pointing out, after that last completion, that puts this young quarterback over 10,000 yards passing for his career. And fair to say, he's not done yet.
No doubt about it. He's really just getting started because he's not quite into the prime of his career. So it's likely he's going to hit a few more of these milestones as this career progresses. So let's face it, we'll acknowledge this number, and we'll celebrate the milestones down the road.
It's another first down as they look his way again, this time 19 yards. Jackson on the give to Dobbins. This will be a 5-yard pickup as they move it from the 20 to the 15.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Just a yard of the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 3. And not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Jackson looking to throw on 3rd. He's got his man. That's Wallace. And the Ravens are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. They'll run with Dobbins. And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7.
The yards may start getting a little tougher to come by down here near the goal line. That's good work defensively there on 1st down, holding them to a short gain.
The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal. One more time with Dobbins. And he is not going to go anywhere. They're going to get to him behind the line, and that is going to get us to the 2-minute warning. They'll wind up losing 3, and now it's 3rd down.
Listen, Rick.
3rd and goal, Jackson. That's complete to his running back, J.K. Dobbins. Touchdown! J.K. Dobbins, a 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Ravens have taken the lead. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Braxton Berrios selected to bring it out. But a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Wilson. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, so far on this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Play action. It's Wilson. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. The safety blitz turns out to be a great call defensively as they sack him for a loss of 9.
We've watched this a long time, and I still don't believe we get it. 3rd and long, why are you calling play action?
Because they're not going to bite defensively, right?
No, not at all. I did have a coach explain to me years ago that for some teams, that's how they have to deal with pass protection and their line blocking, but to me it seems silly.
Yeah, well, they're silly, and it leads to a play action sack. On is the punter man as he boots this one away. Here's Hill on the return. Call that one an even 60 yards, 6-0. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And with a little under a minute to go, still time to try to put a drive together to add to their lead should they so choose. And that's going to be caught. It's James Prochet. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. They go play action with Jackson. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
Well, you know me, whether you need it or not, I'm going to give a little unsolicited advice. Just throw it downfield out of the pocket, only if you're absolutely sure. Otherwise, use your running ability and try and get those yards a safer way.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. To throw is Jackson. And this is going to be hauled in by the tight end Andrews. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half.
Partner, you know when we call a game, we talk about Lamar Jackson and his speed and his elusiveness and the ability to get him on the ground, how tough that is for a defense. But how about his development as a thrower, as a professional?
They'll throw on first down with Jackson. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left.
On any passes in the middle of the field, anyone who's going after the football is going to be conscious that it's probably going to be contested and often physically. Sometimes that leads to drops.
Jackson will throw again. He'll dump this off complete to Dobbins. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. And that extra yardage makes this upcoming field goal attempt much more manageable.
Agreed, because when you talk to defensive coordinators, they always tell us the 35-yard line on our side of the field, that's the line we guard the most aggressively, because once they get there, they believe they're in field goal range.
Tucker's kick is good, and that will do it for this first half. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys... troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now they've got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
To try again after the sack, Wilson. And that is intercepted on the sideline. Wait, no. They'll say no. It was caught out of bounds. So this is just an incompletion here.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. They snap it at 1. Now Wilson. He's going to look deep for more. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. Tough one there. First drive of the third quarter, throw an interception, and now a chance that they could be in even a bigger hole if they can convert this into points.
Yeah, but how good do you feel if you're that defensive coordinator right now? Because you just know that the head coach looked at him and said, turn him loose, big man. And he'd be able to take a few extra chances playing with this type of a lead, and boy, it paid off.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Steps away to his left. Open man downfield is Duvernay. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. They go play action now. Jackson. He's going to sling this deep downfield. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. A give up the middle to Dobbins. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Another run here with Dobbins. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop it.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
After the sack on 1st down, Jackson. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. A breakdown defensively there as the scramble is going to set him up with a much more manageable 3rd down. I thought they were going to sack him there like they did on 1st down. Great coverage, but he found a way to move with his legs.
Yeah, his ability to take off. Not only did he get some yardage back, he got a little bit extra. Really helps him on 3rd down. Makes it manageable now.
This will be caught just inside the 10. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the 1st. They're going on 4th down. It's Jackson. Toward the pylon, caught. And in for the Ravens touchdown. Rashad Bateman from 6 yards away. And the Ravens' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Now Tucker to add the PAT. It's up and good, and that makes it 17-3. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to want to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
Ball again on second down. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
That's good for the Jets. First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
On first and 10, it's Hall. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's second and 7. Now they'll throw it with Wilson. And his throw is incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about, and you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Now it's Wilson. This pass out wide to Hall. And down he goes, but the stiff arm utilized effectively there. And it helps him move the sticks. Back to the ground with Hall. And he's got room. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. First and 10. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
Second and 10, third quarter of the season opener. Wilson. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
That's a big force incompletion there to bring up third and long, and this defense can still salvage a little momentum by forcing them to kick a field goal, because just a few plays ago, they looked like they were headed towards the end zone.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at third and 10. Now Wilson. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down.
What we've seen so far in this game, they are not going to allow a big shot over the top. You can have whatever you want underneath. They'll give you that, but they're not going to let you beat them deep.
So Wilson runs off, and now they will go to the man they call Greg the Leg, Greg Zuerlein. Made his first, this now from 42 yards out. Zuerlein's kick is up and through. And a second field goal here gets him back within 11 now. It's 17-6. So the response to that touchdown on the other side to begin the third quarter. Look, just 3 points, but still a response nonetheless.
You're exactly right about that, because I think you needed to answer back with something, even though it's not 6. Just enough to send the message that says, hey, we're not going away.
Take it in at the 3. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Off the play fake, here's Jackson. And he'll go out of bounds, it appears, right at the 45. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
I think the defense surprised him there with that blitz on 1st down, but give him credit. He stayed cool under pressure and still found a way through the extra rushers for positive yardage. Well done.
Play action. It's Jackson rolling to his right. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete.
Right, I think he's got to be careful as he continues to try to extend plays because he's already been intercepted in this game. And the coverage, they continue to challenge all of his receivers downfield.
Off the play fake to Dobbins. Here's Jackson. And that nearly the pick that they needed. He couldn't pull it in, though, and it's 4th down. Critical play in this football game because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a 1st down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. Flushed out right. And it's going to be batted down. It will go the other way with the football. The Ravens go for it but come up empty. And the Jets are going to get the football here in great field position. And I am not sure, partner, there what the mindset was to go for it. I don't know.
And some teams just feel that possession is the key to everything. They just want to have the football in their hands. No matter how it goes to the other team, they just don't trust doing that. So they say, listen, go for it and try and finish it ourselves.
Off the play fake. Here's Wilson. Steps away. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Kyle Hamilton. That is one that he will remember. His first career sack in his first career game in the National Football League. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. Picked off by Patrick Queen. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And down to the 41. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. That one good for 37 yards. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. Dobbins not going anywhere. He'll lose a couple back to the 6. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Have to give credit for a nice play there, but also have to look at it as a blown assignment. He became a free runner that turned into a free hitter.
2nd and goal from the 6 this time. From the gun, Jackson. Touchdown! Mark Andrews from 6 yards away. And the Ravens are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their 4th quarter lead. Tucker with the extra point, and the lead is up to 18 now.
The score, Ravens 24, Jets 6.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Berrios going to bring this out of the end zone. Oh, a good return up past the 30. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, still a good return. They'll start the drive right around the 37.
At their own 37-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And whatever promise they showed in the preseason has not translated into week 1 because they have not been particularly competitive here at home, no less. So these fans just kind of beside themselves right now. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. The 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Breece Hall with his first career touchdown in his first career game. And the Jets are finally into the end zone here in this 4th quarter. Well, there you go, Charles, his first touchdown pass of the new season.
Well, let's just go back to his rookie year because he's able to get his feet wet, right? Get a little bit of experience. Now I think here in year 2, the game will slow down for him, and we'll see his true talents come out.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away. And he'll going to sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs to keep up with your theme there, playing keep away. First downs, they can't touch the ball.
Play action. Now Jackson. He'll buy some time right. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Carl Lawson, how do you do as he gets in there for the sack?
Well, many times when you talk about mobile quarterbacks, you get the sense that they feel like they can get out of any bad situation. They keep moving around and trying to emulate guys like the Scrambler or the Dodger. Instead, they keep losing yardage and digging themselves a hole that they can't get out of.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. And sensing the momentum maybe changing here a little bit, Charles.
Yeah, this defense is going to get off the field quickly, and their offense got them a touchdown the last time they had the ball, so they should get another shot.
The Ravens send their punter out now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. So a good punt there, but a very strong 14-yard return. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy.
And this is taken in at the 5. Big yardage that time for the Jets. 51 yards. For Zach Wilson, you have to figure if you're going to be drafted number 2 overall, you better have a big arm, and he does not disappoint there.
And I tell you from our broadcast booth, because we're pretty close to the 50, we had the best view, a bird's-eye view of that throw, and it was an absolute thing of beauty to watch. Never ceases to amaze me, the arm strength of these guys.
And you can see in the next-gen stats, that one 62 yards in the air. So they've been in the red zone 3 times, and it's yielded just 3 points. Can they find the end zone here on 2nd and goal? Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. Again, Wilson.